guys, TinaGale here, and I am back with another process video. This paper is Best Summer Ever from Echo Park. It was in my June Flavors of the Month kit from the Scrap Room. I'll have links down below if you want to check out the Scrap Room and all the kits available. And there's also videos where I reveal the kits as well. So those links will be down below if you're interested. So I just pulled out the papers that I liked that we're going to go ahead and go with my photos. And I'm not going to show the photo. You may get glimpses of them, but I tried not to just put them on here. These pictures are from a long time ago, but they're of my daughter and a bunch of her little girlfriends, and I just decided not to share their photos today. So you'll see at the top right hand of the screen there is a sketch. This was the sketch challenge for June as well. So each month over at the Scrap Room, the blog and Facebook group, we have challenges that are sketches, the Freaky Fast Friday, which if you're a follower, you're well familiar with that one because it's my favorite one. But you can join in the challenges, get some prizes, gift cards, things like that. So be sure to check that out. So this sketch I loved, but when I looked at it, I knew that it would stretch me. So here lately, since I'm not getting to do too much scrapbooking, I feel like I'm really, every time I sit down, I try to do something that's out of my comfort zone. I mean, if I'm not going to get to spend very much time, I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing it. If you got an opinion, you let me know. But it seems like the last video I shared was a block design, which I normally do not like, but I love the way the layout turned out. So I was experimenting with ways that it would work for me. So this sketch was kind of the same thing. I looked at it, I cut my papers, I knew I wanted that big floral. It was kind of all of the different colors. That's my favorite paper in this collection. So I wanted to make it the big stripe across the middle. And I knew I wanted to use some of the words because these photos were all about the pool and, you know, it was a birthday party and all of that. But just the bright, fun colors. It's very youthful. It was very fitting for my daughter at about this age. They were probably about 9 or 10. I don't know. So that was kind of my basis. But after that, I didn't sit and look. I know I've had some comments, read some comments and things about, well, these sketches don't have the size of the papers, or I need to know what size of photos and all of that. And try to let that go. Just look, like this one has that broad strip across the center of the layout, and then it just has lots of little bits of papers, and that's all I went with. There was a paper off to the right that's a vertical, and that was my print text paper that I used. The other ones really, if you look at the sketch, they are not anywhere near the size that they are on the actual sketch. But I'm also only using 2 photos, not 4, and they're both landscape. I don't have any portrait photos. And so by doing that, it kind of dictated my papers and what sizes and stuff I wanted. So I knew my photos were going to go about here. So I wanted those papers up at the top, that pink stripe, the blue plaid, and the sunglasses and all of that, to be bigger and go further to the left. So on the sketch, that blue plaid would really just be a small little piece off to the right, but it goes all the way into my page. I'm not going to have that 3x4 card that says title here. I'm not doing anything up in that area, so I needed my paper to kind of fill in and kind of go that direction. So try to get started on the sketch and then kind of set it aside and let the product that you're using and the photos that you're using guide you to the rest of it. If you get hung up, go back and look at the sketch. But try to just get it as a starting point. That's really all sketches are, starting points. You definitely can go by and do everything exactly the way the sketch is. And I've done several videos of those. I do it quite often. But sometimes you just want to use it as inspiration. This is also a sketch and a design that's perfect if you have a lot of leftover papers and you don't want to file them away or you're not sure what to do. Put them all together on a page. This very well could be leftover kits, all of these little offcuts of paper. Stack them up, put them together, make a design, a big old block on the back of it, and mat your photos and put it on the top. It's a gorgeous layout. So now that I kind of decided on the papers and all of that, now I'm just looking for embellishments. And this is one time that I put embellishments from just about all of the collections that were in the Flavors of the Month kit. I have stuff from Pink Paisley Horizon This little circle here with the flower, that's from Horizon. The little heart up at the top, I believe, is from Horizon. I have Jelly Bean Rainbow Rue. I have, what else did I have? I have definitely the sticker sheets and the chipboard sheet from the Best Summer Ever. So I loved the little unicorn floaty. That's a flat sticker on the sticker sheet. And then the Cool in the Pool is a chipboard shape. So I stacked them up together. That's going to be kind of a title, subtitle. You know, I have a couple of different kind of titles going, so I guess you could use that as a subtitle. But I stuck it up at the top to start that cluster up there. So when I start my clusters, I'm always looking for something bigger to kind of get me going. So that little pool was it. And then I slapped the sticker on there because I thought, where in the world am I going to use a unicorn floaty? This was the perfect time with this little youthful layout. On the bottom left cluster, that little journaling spot, that was an ephemera piece, again from the Horizon collection, but the colors matched. It's matted in that gold, and it has the pink and the purple flowers. So it repeats my flowers, it repeats the yellow. You also saw that little yellow strip that's above the floral that says Bring on the Happy. That was the washi strip from the Jelly Bean Soup collection. I left it on the white background because it's a transparent piece. So I just left it on it, trimmed it off, and used adhesive to put it in so that I could break up. It's just another layer of paper almost. But I needed just a little bit of that yellow into the background because it's going into my embellishment clusters. I mean, I have yellow in the paper, but it's not real dominant. So that little yellow washi strip. So don't be afraid to look at those washi strips too. And if they're real transparent, just leave them on the backing. And put them on there. So I think that turned out really great. And then the cluster at the bottom, I didn't really have a big piece, but I had another one, that little circle from the Horizon that's kind of the blue, purple, and the yellow. I had one from the sticker sheet and one from the ephemera pack. So I put one in each one of my clusters, and it just kind of built it up from there. I had a pineapple and the bathing suit and the heart. So that cluster is going to be my smallest cluster. So I didn't really have a big piece, didn't really need a big piece like a journaling tag or, you know, the big inflatable pool or whatever, but just something all together. And then for my title, I had these black foam thickers phrases, and I think they come with the Jelly Bean Soup as well, the Rainbow Rue collection. But I had the word fave, and I decided to use it, and then I was going to take these little block letters and put friends at the bottom. And I end up going with these blue ones here that have the bubbles. These have been in my stash forever, and it's actually from Jelly Bean Soup. But I have a hard time using them because some look white and some look blue and some look, you know, both blue and white. But I thought it was perfect in here because it disguised that it didn't match the same kind of aqua color in the paper, but yet it kind of had that bubble effect for pools and waters. One of the photos, they're in the jacuzzi, so I just thought it was a perfect little match. And then since I had that black on that foam word, I decided I need some black in some other places. So I have a couple of these little word phrases. That one says noted, but it's going to go up. I'm going to move it up to the top underneath that Good Times sticker. And then the foam phrases had these little black hearts, and I decided to put those around. So that kind of repeated my black foam and just the black itself. After I get these black pieces on here and kind of spaced out the way that I like them, I'm just going to look it over and make sure I've repeated the colors. I'm pulling everything. I have that peachy pink and the flamingo and the bathing suit and then the hearts up at the top. So I'm just checking it all over to make sure that everything's balanced. I think I will go back and add some enamel dots. At this point, I felt like it was really busy, but it's hard to tell with my photos covered up. And so at one point, I had kind of taken it off the camera and removed the sticky notes so I could see the photos. That does make it a little bit more difficult to decorate. I think all in all, it's an awesome layout. It's a great way to use up scraps, like I said before. So I'd love to see you try it. If you have some scraps left over for a collection, pull it out and see what you can come up with. I put some still shots here at the end so you can see everything up close. I want to thank you guys so much for watching and all of your great comments here lately. I've really enjoyed reading them and replying back to you guys, so I love it. Thank you so much for watching. I would love for you to click that subscribe button and come back and join us when I have new videos up. Thanks so much for watching. Have a scrappy day, and I will see you back here soon with another process video.